Are you a player trying to get high amounts of bounty fast? Or maybe do you want to destroy all of your friends in every single fight? Well, if your answer is yes, you're at the right place. I'll be giving away tips and tricks to help you jump from 2.5 mil to a 5 mil in less than a week. Make sure to watch till the end to not miss any aspect of PvP explained, such as aiming, dodging, and comboing. One thing that is crucial when it comes to PvP is the importance of levels. This is because levels equals stat points equals damage and health. Being higher leveled than your enemy gives you a significant advantage, as you will be dealing more damage and having more health. Being anywhere higher than level 2350 should work, but ideally you should probably get max level. Trust me, life will be a lot easier. Now that you are max level, you now have a few different options to choose from for your stats distribution. First, you'll definitely want to max out your melee and defense. They'll give you energy and health, which are crucial in PvP. Then it's up to you to choose what to max out next. Usually people do blocks, fruit, or sword. They're called fruit main and sword main. Fruit mains usually excel at spamming due to their variety of moves, and they have a mobility move for certain fruits like dough or rumble. You'll see lots of beginner to intermediate level PvPers being fruit mains, due to how simple yet overpowered it is to be one. Most of advanced level PvPers will choose to be a sword main, as you are far more agile and deal more damage in PvP. However, it requires a good amount of skill to be good as a sword main, since you only have 2 moves and you get punished more for missing a move. I'd recommend you to be a fruit main until 5 million bounty, as it's better to start off with compared to other options. Then it'll be up to you to decide whether you want to switch or remain a fruit main. You can also choose to main guns, but it's not very popular even among the most skilled, since guns usually have low damage, bad hitbox, and requires precise aiming and timing. An option that's slightly better than gun main is called hybrid stats. Hybrid stats have lots of variations. They don't have a name used by everyone, but I've came up with some. Kitsune Ribbon Hybrid. This variation allows you to main both fruit and sword in exchange for less stats in melee. Click the link at the top right to learn more on it. True Hybrid. This variation requires you to put all of your points equally into each stat. This is unrecommended. Half True Hybrid. Max melee, max defense, and equal stats in sword, gun, and blocks fruit. Somewhat usable if you have a good build. Hybrid stats is basically every other stat distribution other than the traditional fruit, gun, or sword main. A build in blocks fruits is your everything. Your fighting style, fruit, gun, etc. are all a part of your build. And now, before we get any further, please use a meta build. It really hurts my eyes to see max level people with combat. Anyways, there are some principles that you gotta follow while choosing your build. Damage and stuns are your best friends in PvP. With that being said, for your fighting style, choose something like E-Claw, Sharkman Karate, God Human, or Sanguine Art. If you want to know what each fighting style do, make sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications to not miss out on a detailed explanation of each fighting style. For the sword, if you choose to main it, get something like CDK or Midnight Blade. If you don't main it, choose something like CDK or Spiky Trident. For the gun, anything that stuns should work, ideally Soul Guitar though. Serpent Bow or a Sidearm Rifle should work too. For your fruit, if you main it, go with Dough or Kitsune. If you don't, Ice or Rumble will be solid options. In general, choose something that deals high damage for what you main, and something that stuns for your support weapons. For your accessory, Pale Scarf, Hunter Cape, and Pilot Helmet are the most used ones. Pale Scarf for observation enhancements, Hunter Cape for damage, Pilot Helmet for speed. The race is where it gets controversial. Try Ghoul or Angel as a beginner. They are pretty useful for regeneration. Cyborg works too if you're a bit more skilled, but don't go with Shark unless you're desperate for bounty, since it makes you unskilled. You'll rely on your V3. Even though I use it. Also, never use your V4 unless you're getting teamed on. Someone is third partying, someone is hacking/exploiting, or if your opponent uses V4. I get it, it's OP, but that's why you have to avoid using it. It's so OP that you'll become less and less skilled if you use it too much. Again, you'll rely on it. You can go with Shark at the start, but make sure to switch as soon as possible if you want to get skilled. Make sure to stick with 2 or 3 builds so that you can master them without relying on one single build. For beginners, always use God Human, Soul Guitar, and CDK. It's the current meta build for a reason. If you're a fruit main, go with Dough. If you're a sword main, go with Ice. If you're a gun main, just switch. Dough and Ice is because they can get you started with learning the basics of combos. If you want to become a bounty hunter, combos are crucial. They are a huge aspect in PvP. Now, what's a combo? Well, I believe that you have definitely been comboed before, like those people that appear out of nowhere and start attacking you and you can't escape? A combo is the act of chaining together a series of moves while maintaining a stun on an opponent with the intent to do a large amount of damage without the enemy escaping. It's OP simply because of the fact that the enemy is unable to fight back or escape your attacks. However, note that even though the victim of a combo cannot escape or use a move during combos, they can still activate their instinct or use their race v3 ability to counter combos. So before trying to land any combo, make sure to disable your opponent's Ken Haki first with a move that breaks Ken. Also, do not test combos on regular NPCs as they do not take the same amount of damage and knockback as an actual player. For beginner combos, I've linked a few in the description, make sure to check it out after you've finished the video. There is a level difference system. Bounty/honor cannot be gained when killing a player around 618 plus levels lower or higher than you. When you hold a move and a person attacks you while holding the move will be performed. Additionally, mobility moves cancel when you get hit while using it, excluding Magma V2, F, and Mammoth, transformed, F. There is also a suspicious kill system. This occurs when a player kills another with only or mostly M1 clicks while receiving little damage from their victim. Both sides don't gain or lose bounty after a suspicious kill. This one is really important, Ken tricking. In short, it allows you to avoid combos and take less damage from certain moves by timing your Ken Haki at the right moment. You can do it with many moves, like God Human, Z, and Do, X. This one is annoying and isn't really an intentional mechanic, the action cancel system. When a move is used and right after, the attacker is damaged at the exact same time, the attack animation will play but the attack will not be performed. When this happens it's usually an accident, but it's really annoying as you completely wasted a move. There also isn't many ways to avoid this. Now we have the end lag. Simply put, end lag makes it impossible for players to dash, air jump, or use moves in 2 short seconds after a certain move has been used. You can abuse this to punish enemies when they're in end lag. Aiming is one of the most important things, if not the most important thing in all of PvP. And why? I mean, you can't just use a move and pray that it lands. That's just not how the game works. Most of the moves with a certain range requires aiming. They land wherever your mouse cursor is, or, if you're on mobile, wherever you click on the screen. If you think your aiming is bad, you can practice with a fruit like Light or even Pain, and a sword like Spiky Trident or Fox Lamp. Never aim with your shift lock on, it's just hard to see that way. Never participate in fights with over 3 people, you'll lose bounty incredibly fast that way. Always have your aura on, and try to get Ken V2 if possible. By the way, the superhuman fighting style is also really good in PvP and some even consider it better than God Human. So check this video out if you want to know how to get it, or, if you don't, I've linked a few combos in the description, check them out.